Wake up YouTube, Potsy here coming at you again with a new video. Like I said before, that meal prep video representing iron out fat. Let's get this done. Alright, so we're gonna start on the chicken. I'm gonna try to throw some bits and pieces of info at you for you. So there you got the chicken there. You know, same chicken as last time that I showed you in the other video. Same chicken. So we're gonna grab this out. Now, you may be asking, how much chicken do I need? Well, you base that around your macros and you split it up over your meals in a day. So, let's say you needed 200 grams of protein in a day. Now me, personally, it's divvied up between, it comes out of everything. You know, everything intertwines. Your rice has little bits of protein, your oatmeal has little bits of protein, and of course, your protein shakes, if you're taking your protein powders with your workouts, they have protein in it too. So you minus that from what you're gonna be using for chicken, that kind of idea. It's a balancing act when you first do your macros and try to figure it out. So how much chicken do you need? Well, you do your math first before you go to the grocery store, guys, or else you have no idea what you're buying. So you figure out all your macros first and your calories. That's for another video. Right now we're just going to show you the whole prepping area and what we do for that. So your chicken's got 0.30 grams of raw protein for 1 gram of boneless, skinless chicken breast. So do the math. You're gonna have to figure out how much protein, or how much chicken, but how much protein from chicken you're gonna need in each meal. Like for me, I'm running on 3 meals right now, and only 2 of them have chicken in it, lunch and dinner. So I divide it up that way, and like right now, like I showed you guys, I might have showed you in another video. So, right now, I've got my little scribble here of protein and my macros and all split up. And for a workout day, because again, on non-workout days, when I'm not working out, I'm not taking my protein powders. So my chicken and my protein across the board has to go up to match that. If not, I'd be shorting myself protein. So, how do I cook the chicken? Well, first, we marinate it for about an hour. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but it tastes good. Gets a little bit of a lemony flavor. We'll show you what we put in there in a minute. So here we are, getting the chicken in the bowl. Can't be afraid to get your hands all slimy. Look at this, I can't even hold on to this. Just a note, remember to wash your hands. You don't want any cross-contamination with the chicken. You get sick. Nobody likes being sick, and it takes you at a training to make you that sick. You never know, right? So, there we've got 2 big bowls of chicken. The same chicken I pulled out of the fridge. What we need for 2 weeks for 2 people. We're gonna put a whole whack load of lemon and some Greek seasoning. You can use whatever seasoning you want. You don't have to use lemon. It's just what I do, right? We find it tastes all right the way we do it right here. So, how much? I don't know. We just eyeball it. Just get it in there. Get a close up of that greasy chicken. Look at that. So we do the same over here. And if we don't have enough juice, add some water. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. Get some water in there, fill that up. I like to get it full over the top of the chicken. That way they're all soaking. But I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, I might be wrong. Alright guys, we're gonna put our Greek seasoning on there. If you like other types of seasoning, like Montreal chicken or something like that, put Montreal chicken. Don't matter. If you like lots, put lots. If you don't like it, don't put as much. Whatever. This is how much I put on there. Fuck the pepper shaker. We're gonna go with the spoon side. Get some, look at that. Look at that. Get Get close with that, baby. Alright, so then you get your hands in there. I washed them, but I gotta put them back in. And we're gonna mix that up. We're gonna let that sit for about an hour or whatever. Last time, I think we let it sit for like 24 hours. We put it in ahead of time and threw it in the fridge. Do whatever you gotta do. Alright, so while that's marinating, we usually cook up our vegetables and rice. I steam my vegetables. I like it so the fork can pass right through it. I don't really like the crunchy veggies. Some people do, some people don't. Couple pointers. Chicken. If you boil it, you lose a bit of protein. I learned that the hard way. Now if you barbecue it or fry it, it holds more protein. So if you go on the internet, you can look it up. Cooked chicken nutrition facts. And it shows you it's sitting at 0.31 grams. I round it down to 0.30. I just work with 0.30. So maybe I get a bit of extra protein, whatever. So just keep that in mind. Cooking your food changes sometimes the nutritional value of it. Not necessarily anything you put on it. It could just be just boiling it, like I said, you lose some protein out of it. Some people may say, oh, it doesn't matter, they don't care about that. Whatever, you don't care about it. I do. When I go and pay for chicken and I want this many grams of protein per gram of chicken, if I boil it, that means I have to buy more chicken. See where I'm getting at? So that's my thought process on that. Now, rice. Rice is different as well. Not necessarily different on the carbs and the protein aspect, but let's say you need to cook a cup of rice. That's all fine and dandy. You put your rice in your cup, you put the right amount of water in with your rice, you cook it, you come out, you've got the same amount of rice in the end that you started with. Unless you left some in the pot, but you still got the same amount of rice, correct? Does rice take up water? Yes. You cook rice in the water. When the rice is done, you've got no more water. The rice absorbs the water in the cooking process. So let's say you wanted to make a giant pot of rice. And then just say you make a giant pot of rice and you divvy up your rice portions afterwards. Is a cup of rice or 100 grams of rice or 50 grams of rice going to be 50 grams of rice when it's cooked? No, because it absorbed the water. So I did some little math of my own, because with regards to the boiling of the chicken, not knowing that it loses some protein, the cooking of rice, not understanding or not clicking in that it absorbs water, meaning that when you're done, you say, I want 100 grams of rice. You scoop your 100 grams of rice out of your cooked rice, weigh it, you're like, that's 100 grams of rice, but it's 100 grams of cooked rice. So I was starving. You know, I ate my meals and I was like, there's no way. I'm like, why am I this hungry? I set my calories at maintenance. So technically I shouldn't be losing any weight. I shouldn't be that hungry. I was starving. So not that made me go back to the drawing board. I just continued to do some little bits and poking around and research on the internet and just stumbled upon these things fairly quickly, thank God. Otherwise, I'd be starving, probably losing way too much weight. Alright, YouTubers, that was the first part of meal prepping for fat loss. There's just so much information. I did not want to make a video that was 15-20 minutes long, so I'm going to make it in 2 parts. Look out for the second one coming as soon as possible. Hopefully today or tomorrow. So you know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share that shit if you like it. Comment below. Till next time.